Well, hello there, Aquarius. Welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and I want to welcome the one and the all of you, the kings, queens, in-betweens. Everybody is welcome here. And we are going to be talking about May, which will have 5 weeks in it. So we'll have the 5 columns in the overview, and of course the 3 rows where you are with blocking what your solution is. All right, let us go ahead and get some mood lighting going on here. We have a really cool candle that's all about good old amethyst here, keeping that third eye open and playing around right now, so that's fun. But yes, I do like to have a good candle burning because it really kind of adds to my energy and stuff, so that's good news. So let's go ahead and talk about the fact that there's going to be some new cards and decks coming into play this month. Don't be alarmed. I think they're really cool, and you'll see them in the comments below. In my description below, you'll be able to find the decks if you want to go ahead and purchase them, because they're quite beautiful and I really like them myself. That's why I want to share them with you, because they're awesome. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at the new decks. I have this new deck, which is a Crystal Spirit Oracle, and we're going to go ahead and pull one guiding card for you from it, and we'll find you what you need for this month. A message from my better angels will also be forthcoming. But right now we'll pick one of these. Want that one. All right. So we'll set these aside. And then we have Mystical Wisdom deck. Ooh, it's fun. This is just a really nifty oracle deck. A friend gave it to me and I'm really very pleased with it. So let's see what they have for you right now. Come on, Aquarius. There it is. All right, so we'll get some guiding thoughts and ideas for you, and we'll see where we're headed from there. All right, so here we go. Aquamarine. It's almost like your whole damn thing, right? Hello. Very watery, very sweet, very kind, very gentle, very much 5th chakra stone, so it's all about talking and communicating clearly. So this month you want to stay in that moment where you're really sharing from your heart, and very clearly too. But when, of course, as soon as Mercury gets out of retrograde, everyone will be happy. All right, so excellent news, good for you. And it will, of course, be May, so it will be over. Yes, I do these things in advance, as any normal person would. So your other card from the Mystical Wisdom deck is Peacock. Raise your standards. Oh my goodness, that is such a good card. I mean, what? Yes, it's important that we stay true to who we are and what we want in our lives. And always pushing a little harder to get a little further, to get a little up, a little more out is a good thing. I think that it's really smart and a good choice. So excellent. I'm going to go ahead and put this card down here. These will be down here on the deck for the run, and we'll talk about them every week when we come back. I really like to have those guiding cards. It's very good. Let's look at this is another new deck, the Spiritsong Tarot. We will go ahead and look at these. I'm going to use these for the overview, and your guiding messages were to find more time in your life, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and lay these out while I talk about those messages. This month, all 12 signs have been told through my better angels and other guides that it's very important for us to organize and plan. Okay, we all need to get a little organized. Okay, so that's the plan, is to get organized. And the other part for you personally is that my better angels would like you to find more time for yourself, for the things you really matter to you. Okay, don't hold yourself back from creating time and space for yourself. If you need time and space for yourself, you need to carve it out, okay? Because we don't want you to feel like you're less than or not important enough. And sometimes when you're doing for others, you can stop feeling like you're taken care of, okay? And we want you to feel taken care of, okay, Aquarius? So here we go. let's talk about this. All right. So we have the 5 weeks and 3 rows as I spoke of. So let's go ahead and get into this overview. We're going to go a little loose on this first week because we're going to go in deep on it at the very end of the month. We'll go in depth, right? So let's talk about that. The week of April 28th through May 4th, Aquarius, we have the 9 of feathers. The 4 suits in this particular deck are feathers for swords, shells for cups, acorns for wands, and crystals for pentacles. All right, so as we go around, I'll talk about each one as they show up, but I just wanted to give you a quick overview on that for a minute. So let's look. We have the 9 of swords, reminding you that yeah, self-empowerment and perspective are important this week. I also know that whenever the 9 of swords shows up, there's always that sort of, we might have had some regret about how we used our power in a moment, but the key to knowing this is that you might screw it up, but the fact is we all do. This is how we are. The only way to learn about power is to mess it up. And so we may have a regret about how we did something or how something went, but it's okay. It doesn't mean you can't possibly ever lead again. It means that you have new things to put in your pocket and go, okay, now I know what not to do there. I know what not to do when I'm working around this person, and you can do better when you lead again, okay? So don't stop leading, just know that you're learning how to handle certain situations each time, okay? So this is another opportunity presenting itself. Don't bog yourself down with the regrets, but just know that it's happening, all right? Okay, now we have the 3 of swords is where you're blocked, so there will be no new information coming to you this particular week that will give you more power. You're already working on what you got, and it's plenty, so you don't need more right now. So we need to just sort of sit with where we are, and you won't be having a big secret, so that's good news. That's nice. You don't got to worry about that. So no new power will be coming in and blocking you. That's actually good news, not bad news. So good, excellent. The 3 of wands is showing up. Can you believe that? Look at that cool dude. Oh my goodness, he's great. The artwork on these is great. So the 3 of wands, the 3 of acorns is here. You're going to be wanting to remember the lessons from your past, which makes perfect sense as you're dealing with the 9 of swords. All right. I really appreciate this for your week, and it makes sense, and I like when the story comes together nicely, right? It kind of weaves itself together, so that's good. Let us go ahead and move on to the next week over, which is the 5th through the 11th. We have two of swords, so something about how last week went. You may, because the 9 of swords can be so interesting, it can also refer to information coming to you that lets you know something that happened or fallout from something you did. And so the 2 of feathers is showing me that there's a little bit of fear about making new decisions and moving forward. It doesn't mean you won't. It just means that you're feeling a little afraid because of how things fell out the last time. But you've learned your lessons and you're working your way through that, so that's good news. So when this comes up and you're a little trepidatious, you're going to ponder the decisions before you make them, which is cool. All good, very well done, and nicely handled. All right, the next card down where you're blocked for this particular week, that is of course the 5th through the 11th of May. The 4 of wands is showing that the foundation of your ideas is happening and taking care of itself, so it's important for you to pay attention to what that looks like, okay? It's blocked right now, so other people may not be 100% on board with what you're thinking right now. Don't be mad. Just know that it's not quite right, okay? Okay, it's not quite right. And that's kind of weird, but kind of interesting, and you're going to be okay, all right? Excellent. So the 4 of shells is talking about how your solution for this particular week is to remember the 4 of cups. Your foundation of your heart is more important than the foundation of your ideas. So we're going to put your heart before your intellect, okay? So your ideas may be on the back burner, but your heart is right there, wide open and ready to go, okay? Good for you. I like that very much. Cool. Next week over is the 12th through the 18th, and we are talking about the magician showing up. Well, it's so good. You did all this prep work and all this stuff, this internal work and stuff. Guess what's happening? You have all the tools at your disposal to make anything you want happen if you just put the effort in, okay? So you can do anything you want to. Well done. We have the wild willpower and creation. You can do anything you want. Excellent. Love that. The area where you're blocked looks like the Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Crystals. Look, it's a camel. This speaks to the fact that standing up for your worth and value at this time isn't going to work out so much. So this is more about working than it is about or doing what you want to do, making what you want to make, than it is about getting people to pay you right now, okay? So you're not going to be able to stand up for your worth and value in this moment. People aren't going to be getting what it is. Sorry. It's too bad. But here's the cool part. You don't have to stand up for who you are or what you're worth, because the Ten of Pentacles is showing up anyway. Financial stability is going to be obtained. So you're good to go, all right? Check that guy out. Is he not gorgeous? Oh my God. Really cool. So excellent. Next week over, I mean, like, your money all came together. What a beautiful week for you, Aquarius. I love that. We're talking about the 19th through the 25th over here. We have the Five of Swords, and that is always about taking your power back, being more in control of a certain situation. Maybe you delegated something and you want to take it back, and that's cool. Just make sure that when you take it back, you don't try and over-dominate the whole thing or cut somebody completely out. They're not bad human beings. They just didn't do it the way you wanted it done, or as well as you wanted it done, and now you want to not crush their little tiny hearts into tiny dust. Okay, you want to just sort of say, oh, thank you so much for all that. I have time to do this now. Thank you. And that way they're not being told, oh, you really botched that. You're a terrible human being, and we're not going to do that anymore. So you aren't worthy of anything. So you're not doing that. So this is much better. You just, oh yeah, I have time in my schedule now. I'll do that again. Thank you. Done. You get it back. Everything's fine, and nobody has to be told. And you might even give them one little project they can do that they're pretty good at, and you don't have to worry so much, and they won't feel like they're completely out of the deal entirely. This card here is talking about where you're blocked this week, and where you're blocked right now is the Two of Cups. So you may not be able to work on your relationship this week, so just be aware that either you're busy or they're busy or whatever, somebody's busy, and you're not going to have as much time as you used to at least this week. You're both going to be too busy to get together and hang out. Won't be the worst thing ever. I think that in some cases having a little time alone might do you good, so don't freak out. It'll be awesome. And the Eight of Wands is here, saying that everything that's going down this week is going to happen really, really fast. Okay, your solution is to speed things up. So, well done. I really like this. You're taking your power back. It's going to go really fast. Little alone time, not a big deal. Perfect. Love this. Well done. Let's look at the last week of May. The last week of May is the 26th through June 1st. Ooh, we have the Awakening, which is super cool. And speaks to renewal and enlightenment. Very nice. Almost looks like a wedding dress, if you don't mind my saying. That's a total peacock, and it's awesome. Hey, we have the peacock over here. Ha ha ha. I knew I'd seen one before. Dun dun dun. Peacocks. Excellent. This one talks about raising your standards. Excellent. Raise the bar. This one over here is talking about renewal and enlightenment. It's number 20 in the major arcana, so it's very close to, this would be Judgment, right? So this is your Judgment card. This is an awakening, paying attention to the details, understanding who you are, where you're going, and what's happening around you, making good decisions based on what you want in your life. So excellent. Doing a little Judgment situation there, like that. area where you're blocked. We have new information about things you might need to learn in the process that will block you, okay? So keeping that amount in mind, we have discovery and enthusiasm, right? Those things are blocked. Discovery and enthusiasm with this crazy little monkey dude with some serious ears. What? I don't know what kind of monkey that guy is, but he's intense, all right? Having him be blocked doesn't really shock me. You know, when we get into our better judgment, sometimes it's not a great time for learning new stuff, and it just isn't for you right now, okay? So, keeping that in mind, we do have, as your solution this month, the King of Wands, right? So you will have somebody of like mind who might just take over the situation where you might have needed to learn something or might have wanted to learn something. You're like, this guy's gonna just say, here, let me handle it for you, okay? Super down to earth, easygoing person, male energy, really great, good friend, gonna handle the situation for you so it's not even a thing for you, okay? Well done. We're gonna go ahead and put these cards aside over here as we like to do so that you can, we can go in deep on the first week, all right? So let's get these out of the way. And we'll pull these out, right? Dun, dun, dun. All right. Now this is a section of the Alleyman's Tarot, which is a super intense, wonderful deck that has, the backs are as interesting as the fronts, I promise you. Pre-programmed, ready to go, and let's go ahead and lay them out for you and see what comes up, all right? We're going to just go in deeper on all of these options and possibilities. Cool. So what we have here is, we're talking about the week of April 28th through May 4th, and we are having you, we were talking about regrets about how we used our power in the past, and getting distracted. We have the alley, the great big alley of Alleyman's Tarot. So in the alley are distractions. In the alley are things that will take you off course, take you off track, distract you, keep you, ooh, sparkly things, bloop, 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 and you're gone, okay? That's what it feels like to me. It doesn't feel like there's danger in the mix. It's just a distraction off the track. So, like when you're trying to clean your room, but you get caught up in a box of something you found under the bed. Oh dear, right? You're not getting where you want to go this way. Nope, not really. So don't be mad at yourself. Don't be upset. Just know that it's a thing, all right? Now then, there will be distractions that can take you down blind alleys, so you will need to stay on track and pay attention to where you're headed. The Six of Pentacles is here saying that you're in a position to stabilize your finances and take care of things in a money way, where, yeah, indeed, maybe even being a little bit charitable would be helpful to you in some way. If you're able to, or you want to help somebody out, you can go ahead and open that place up and see where you're getting to, okay? This is a good stuff. I'm very happy to see that for you, and I think that it's going to be really great. So, excellent. Let's move on to what's blocking you this week. We have the Three of Swords. We talked about how new information that would be under the current, be undercurrent, as in something that's secret, is off the table. So you won't be getting any secrets. You might be getting actual information, so pay attention. The Three of Books is here blocking you, so the potential for you to learn something new is going to get blocked. I feel like whatever you were trying to maybe learn, you're going to get sucked down a blind alley, and it's just not going to work for you. You can be like, oh, the time is gone, I can't do it. Darn it. And of course, Judgment is here to say, you're not going to be using your best judgment if you're going to get stuck down a blind alley. So either you might want to plan to just play around in the blind alley and make good decisions as you're trying to find things to get rid of and help other people. That's great. Cool. If there's no trouble, no fuss, it doesn't feel like all this is going to, like, your whole world will blow up. But let's go ahead and see what's happening in our solutions here. We have the Three of Acorns, Three of Wands, telling us that you will be remembering things from your past. So I feel like you are indeed, the blind alley is you like wandering through your closet or some other place, trying to sort some things out, getting memories and feeling things, and that's okay. It's okay to feel those things. It's okay to experience the lessons, remember the lessons, and like, oh, I remember last time I had these things out and I didn't do what I needed to do with them, so I might have to think about that. We have the Four of Wands showing you that the foundation of your ideas will be getting stronger, so you're going to come up with a bigger plan. This is just a little mental vacation for you, okay? And it's not a bad thing. It's not you learning or being very judgmental about anything. It's just taking a little break mentally and coming up with new plans. You have a new plan here. You're remembering lessons and you're coming up with a plan, and everything is going to be great. It's going to be great because the truth is there is no time machine. You can't go back and fix what went wrong over here at all. All you can do is plan and prepare for the next thing. So you're planning with retrospect to what happened in the past. That would make you think your judgment is working, but we're going to say that right now specific judgment is off, but you do have time. So you will not be going back in the Wayback Machine. You will be working towards going forward, okay? So that's cool. I like this very much for you. This is not a bad reading at all. It makes a lot more sense than you think, right? So let's talk about my pocket full of rocks. Haha. I've got red garnet, I have carnelian, I have citrine, I have phenacite, and I have pyrite. So the red garnet is actually going to keep my first chakra like very calm, and it's going to help me with my blood circulation as well as other blood ailments. But once again, if you're not feeling quite right with your blood, you should go see your doctor. I go see my doctor when I'm not feeling 100% right, because that's how I roll. This is carnelian, and carnelian is a second chakra stone, and it's going to keep certain parts of my second chakra under control slash not too closed, not too open, right? Chakras are funny, and they need to be handled carefully, all right? So you want to make sure that as they're working in the world, they are taking care of us appropriately, all right? This is the citrine, which is going to help me manifest money and things and keep my memories helping me in my process. Oh, carnelian is also good for creativity while I do my work. Excellent. And phenacite is going to give me the dreamy visions of from my heart's desire, right? So when we're working with our heart, our higher heart is the green color for your higher heart. You have pink for your heart, and then the higher heart is green. So it's like chakra 4A or something like that. And this phenacite makes for a dreamy visions, no harsh realities, no nuts and bolts of how to make things happen, but they're absolutely looking at let's look at the really big picture with all the fuzzy parts, right? And then there's pyrite here that's going to actually be protecting my physical person and making sure that I'm physically safe on any given day, and that is super cool. We like that very much, and I'm going to go ahead and set these aside because these are my rocks. Let's get you some rocks for the week, all right? All right, so what do we have here? We have turquoise, red jasper, ruby, and we have pyrite. So let's look at what we have here. All right, so the red jasper is going to be a second chakra stone that's going to keep you in the nuts and bolts of your second chakra, which is where your creativity is. You're going to be very hands-on, very clear, very driven in direction to where you need to go. Ruby is a heart stone, and also a very grounded version of a heart stone, but it's very beautiful, and it will take care of you in a very lovely way, all right? Your You also have fluorite, and this fluorite has higher heart. It's a green, so it's got higher heart stuff in it with stripes of blue, which make it sort of a mixture of your higher heart being communicated to your throat, all right? And turquoise being your throat stone, also, it's also the 5th chakra, but it's very much so about bringing in messages from your better angels. So be open to that, feeling very connected to your better angels while you're doing your thing. And here's your giant pyrite compared to my little one. Hey, you're very protected around your outside perimeter and your physical self and your home and your house. Whatever you're working on is also very protected. Okay, let's put these down right here. And as always, I just want to say to you, beautiful Aquarius, thank you so much for being here. And know that you don't have to carry these rocks if you don't want to. They're here to help you if you like. And if you have different rocks you want to carry, please put them in the comments. I really want to know what you're carrying because I'm kind of into that stuff. And if you have questions about these stones and your situation and want to know which ones are best for what you're doing, let me know. And I'll reach out to you and help. All right? I'm here for you. I appreciate you so very much. Thank you for being here. And if you haven't liked and subscribed yet, please do. I appreciate it so much. And then you won't miss a single video. We'll talk to you next week about the 5th through the 11th. Thank you, Aquarius.